We've been seeing a lot of video of CDOT's new motorcycle safety campaign, the video that shows what might happen if a rider were in an accident without the proper safety gear. The video and the signs, they're all over the state. They're encouraging riders to be safe and encouraging the drivers to watch out for the motorcyclists. Jeff Keeley, he's an attorney with Harding and Associates. It's here is the first Friday of the month, and today we're talking about how you can really be ready to ride and ride safely on the roads. This is important, and it starts right here, right in the middle. So get us started with what we're seeing here. You have riding all over the place, because that's what Colorado's known for: the canyon rides, the mountain rides, the I-70 ride.
You know, that's right. People come here from all over the country to ride our mountains, and it is a fantastic place to ride. I'm actually in the Colorado BMW Motorcycle Club, and we have scheduled rides all throughout the year, frankly. And we do put an emphasis on safety and conspicuous clothing, the proper lighting, things like that, just to keep it safe.
Because this time of the year is when a lot of the seasonal riders, the ones who like the warmer temps, they get out on the bikes. And so what are some tips that you have for riders just kind of getting ready to get this season going?
Well, as a rider, you know, the thing you have to do is really try to be conspicuous. And I brought an example of that today. This is a helmet that I actually use. It's a dual sport helmet, but I do like to wear it in the summer because it has a lot of ventilation. Two things I wanted to point out: it's DOT and Snell approved.
Sure.
And that's right down here, which is important, and that is good to watch for when you're buying a helmet. The other thing is it has a communicator on it, so I can communicate with the friends that I ride with, and you can, give updates as far as, road condition, things like that to watch out for.
Now, how is a rider, obviously wearing the right gear evens up the odds, but when you're out there, those cars are so big. How do you do that? How do you make the playing field a bit more level?
Well, it's certainly something that you have to keep studying on and trying to perfect, because you can't give the magic, one thing that protects you in all situations. There's certain rules, as you probably know, the 2-4-12 second rule that is being taught by various safety schools, that gives you cushions, time cushions to see hazards, avoid them, and then also glance down the road, glance behind you, keeping that situational awareness about you like a pilot does, always processing information so that you're aware of what's happening around you and you can make decisions at the right time.
Go a little bit deeper into the 2-4-12 rule, because I know it's 2 seconds between you and the car in front. What's the 4 and the 12?
Well, that's also a hazard, not only a car, but possibly a hazard. 4 second would be stepping back in time a little bit further, planning an avoidance, a maneuver for that.
A way to get out if something does go wrong.
You should always be looking for the way out, and that could be determinative about whether you're in the middle lane, the side lane, the inside lane, a country lane, trees, fences, trucks around you that can't see you, where you get in the no zone, and then you can't possibly avoid something that surprises you when you pass that truck or get past that fence.
Are there things that riders need to have legally squared away before we hit the road?
Well, the Are You Ready to Ride talk that I give to the club actually is not only the equipment that you have, but the legally and insurance-wise, how are you protected? And there's a graphic that might come up here in a minute as far as UIM, that's uninsured or underinsured motorist protection.
I always get those. I don't think I'm carrying the right amount of coverage.
Well, that's one thing I wanted to stress today. You can call our firm and talk to Phil Harding or myself, and together we have nearly 50 years of legal experience, and we can talk to you about your insurance coverage you have. If you've been in an accident, we can look into the coverage that you had at the time. But proactively, what I like to do is help people get information so that they can make the right decisions on carrying insurance that will protect you if the other driver that may harm you has no insurance or is underinsured. That's primary. The other thing is making sure that you have medical payment coverage so that you can pay medical bills from your own policy without relying on another insurance carrier or another driver to do that.
Now, go into a little bit of detail on just what it's going to take to get the best coverage, because we're going to call our insurance agent and they're going to want us to take the platinum coverage, the one that's got all of the bases. But you're saying that we don't necessarily have to have that, or would you recommend that? What do you recommend?
Well, when you're told you have full coverage, what does that really mean? Does that mean you're covered to protect other persons from your own negligence? Or does that mean that you have insurance to protect yourself in the event you're run off the road by a phantom driver who doesn't stop?
Sure.
Very common with motorcycle accidents. Does that mean that you have a catastrophic injury, which health insurance can only go so far to compensate you for?
Sure. And
You
then
might have
you're
a disabling...
just a ward of the state.
Well, you could have
afterwards.
a disabling injury that plagues you for years to come. That is where you're going to protect yourself with coverage, UIM coverage, and possibly a personal umbrella protection that has to have that rider on it. These are the things at our firm that we talk to people that call in, even though I limit my practice to personal injury cases.
Yeah.
The viewers today need to know that we're available. Phil Harding and I make ourselves available to answer questions about many topics. And what's unique about our practice is that even if a rider or an motor vehicle a driver who gets in an accident, you can actually call our firm, get into our voicemail after hours on the weekends,
Leave a
and
message.
actually hit 0, go to our cell phones, and we can help you.
There you go. Jeff or his colleague Phil Harding, they'd love to hear from you. You just log on to coloradosbest.tv, look for Phil's photo, click there. They'll take time, as you just heard, to answer all of your questions as we get set for riding season, especially heading into the weekend like this. Weather is going to be perfect. So we appreciate the information. All right, coming